Oops.
Got it.
That
Hey
way
guys,
we can.
do you smell that?
Smells like crit.
Smells like crit.
There we go.
We're just gonna go right into it because we got things to do. So last session, you guys left the hot spring. You called the boat. We're well on your way to Arcove. Finally. You were almost where you are now. About 6 months ago, real time, and what, a week ago, game time. But
If
you
that.
used
About.
yeah, but
That's
you,
right.
you used the wonderful transport globe that I gave you out of the blue to derail me and just kind of derail yourselves. Anyways, you left the hot springs after the encounter with the werewolves. Nigel is now wondering about his lycanthropy, his newly discovered lycanthropy. You called the boat. You got to Captain Sarah. She took you guys to dunk you down like rocks all the way down to the bottom to try to dump you right on top of Arcove. While you were there, you met a fun little goblin. We'll see if he comes back. His name was Will. He decided then. We'll see if he's Will when you see him next time. Nigel wasn't a fan of him stealing his hat. He shot him in the balls with an Eldritch Blast. He popped right back up laughing his ass off. Had a fun conversation with Steven. Asked him to punch him. It was really fun for me. I don't know about you guys. And then you decided, let's dive into this water. Nigel,
Heyo.
we never had, if you wanted to have a conversation with your buddy, so we can either retroactively do that or do whatever. But
No,
anyways,
let's just keep going.
keep going. All right, so you guys hop down. You
There'll
made
be
it
a long rest at some point.
pretty damn, yeah, you guys made it pretty damn close to Arcove with Aaron in tail. As you were falling down, you saw that Arcove was to the east and there was something going on to the west. Looked like kind of thunderclouds underneath the ocean. You got to Arcove, you realized that the town is kind of fucked up, for lack of a better word. You guys deduced it was probably due to Ilanis and her magical exploits that were happening underwater last time you guys were here, when you were encountering the merfolk over at the grotto, when they were trying to get the trident to he who shall raise us. And then you guys went into the city, said you were returning the trident. You are now in the presence of Vodos Arcovath, who is the leader of Arcove. And you were instructed by Aolin, the Triton head of the guard, to tell the truth. Would probably be in your best interest. Just shit's fucked up. Let's just say what you need to. That was disregarded. And after many lies, you guys now are kind of restrained by Arcovian guards in the presence of Vodos in this war room and Aolin, and she just told you guys, after Nigel divulged the information about his evil patron.
I forgot.
I forgot about that.
He didn't lie.
Said he didn't lie. It just came right out.
Yeah. But so they know it was the truth.
They know it was the truth.
It was word vomit.
Oh,
Absolutely.
God.
That was
completely forgot
I
about
did
that.
listen. I did listen to the last bit of the recording before we started. And it was just when he was asking about Ilanis, my evil patron thought she was evil. What?
Mhm.
Fuck. So that was fun. So now you guys were told by Aolin, who is brandishing her super fancy, awesome spear, that we're going to have a conversation. And if you keep lying, you are going to start losing pieces of yourself. And she said, okay, who would like to go first? So I guess I'll just roll to see who goes first here. Ooh, great. She goes, and so you guys have Arcovian guards behind you, kind of holding you in place. Vodos is still in the room. Hey, before we get going, hey, Nigel, I know I apologize in the Discord. Nigel never said that it was an elvish woman.
Mhm.
I just want to say we all thought it. It was incorrect. I apologize.
That's
So
right.
moving on. So she goes over and stands in front of Callista. And she said, before, this is what I was going to do. Yeah, everyone throw a perception. You're caught. You can look around the room, see what's going on here.
14.
14.
Your
Ooh,
boy
20
got a 13 or 12.
23 from Og.
Oh, Og.
Oh, shit.
21. All right. Og so Nigel's just kind of like backing up over himself, thinking about what he said and didn't say and what he should have said and not said. Oh, Nigel also got some searing psychic pain from his buddy Memnock because he keeps calling him by a different name.
Oh yeah.
We even practiced at the beginning of the last session.
We did, and it was to no avail. Steven, you're just trying to like go through your head, trying to figure out what to do to make this right. I'll go ahead and roll for RN2. Why not? RN sees it, Callista sees it, Og, you see. You guys are looking around, and from when you came into the room, you were just kind of focused on Vodos and what was in front of you. You kind of look behind you, and you do see a rogue Triton that's kind of in the corner. That's just kind of sitting there, kind of doing the Mr. Burns a little bit. That's been watching you guys. So I'll go ahead and give it to you that because it was said last time that everyone's like, oh, well, maybe I think Og said in particular, maybe there's a magical something that can detect these lies or figure out when you're bullshitting. When they said, hey, by the way, don't lie. It's probably this dude. He looks like a wizard, pretty high up. He has what is, I guess, would be the same thing as like the hand of the king, like something like pinned on him that is shown when everyone else, and he's there. So chances are this dude is what's doing it. So Aelin comes up and looks in Callista, and she just says, does he have an evil patron? And she points over to Nigel.
I know he has a patron. I can't speak to the quality of good because I don't know them.
She's not wrong. Like, evil might have been a stretch of words. We don't really know.
These are really yes or no questions.
Morally.
I know he has a patron, but that's all I can say with certainty.
She's gonna go ahead and give you a poke.
A poke?
I made the damn. She
Like
pokes you with her spear.
Like a friendly poke.
Because she said these are yes or no questions, and you still say, oh yeah, wow.
That's
So,
a complicated. That's a two-part question.
Hey Nigel, this dancing wizard party time thing's got to go off. Every time
What's
I
it
click
doing?
on something, it's like the disco ball, like I'm in a freaking.
What?
Why doesn't mine work?
Mine's not doing
Don't
that.
like it at all.
Okay, I
Gotta
turned
go.
it
Sorry,
off.
that
He's
was-
gone.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see
Out of
what
the
it
blue.
does when I do it.
Okay. Oh goodness. All right.
I doesn't do shit for me. All right, well, fine.
Sorry to ruin it for you.
It's okay.
Okay.
I take him off. He's gone now.
Oh, okay. All right, Callista, she just jams it into your shoulder. You're gonna take 10 piercing damage from this spear,
Ouch.
and and your mind flares up a little bit as you take 4 additional psychic
Hell's
damage.
rebuke.
I don't think
Sure, that's
grounded.
peaceful.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's super peaceful.
Hey, stabbing lady. What? Do you want to just talk to my patron? I feel like this could really just kind of like solve all our problems here. If you could just talk to him, he's not all bad. I think it's he puts on a big show. I think he's an all right guy.
She said, she looks over at you with the spear still in close, and she says, "If you won't talk unless spoken to."
Well,
See how that goes.
All right. So she looks back at Callista and says, "Again, yes or no question, or yes or no answers, if you please. Does he have an evil patron?"
Yes, patron. Evil, I don't honestly know.
She's gonna twist the spear a little bit.
Oh, true.
It's only 1 psychic damage. Just gives it a little range. Says again, yes or no. It'll make me so much happier, and probably you too, if we just stick to yes or no. And she goes ahead and pulls it out, and she's gonna go over to well, fuck, why not? Steven. She says, was the elf okay, I'm sorry. Let's get elf out of my mouth. Elf, there are no elves. Who said elf?
I don't know.
She says, the woman that was with you,
Yes.
was she evil?
Can I do a well, no, because I did an insight, so I would say,
Uh-huh.
as far as I know, no.
Okay. She says, or she glances over at the dude in the corner and she looks back at you and she says, was she responsible for what happened recently to our city and its destruction?
From
Making
what
allusion to like the magic and shit that happened. That
I can only assume yes. I wasn't there. I was going through a portal, so didn't see anything.
all right. Steven, you get 7 piercing damage, 3 psychic damage. It's just again, yes or no. That's all I really need
Okay,
from you guys.
I've had just about enough of this shit. Are you gonna let us answer the questions, or are you gonna just wait until we give you the answer you want to hear? Is that how this is gonna go? Yes or
right.
no questions, but hey, we're gonna answer.
All
To
right,
be
that's
fair,
7
yo,
more. 11.
I'm gonna psychically talk to Steven. To be fair, Steven, she did ask for yes or no, and then you did put a little bit of your own, jizz on it. So why don't you just say yes or no, and then we can finish this up and get out of here?
I can't answer yes or no, and the answer is I don't know.
Then just lie.
You guys following directions is just so good for this group right now.
Okay.
So how much damage was that? 20 something?
So it was 11 first off, and then 8 after that.
Okay.
You're bringing this on yourselves.
No, you're asking shitty questions.
I said, yes or no? Is this person evil?
I don't know.
The answer is I
Yes.
don't know. Well, I could have answered her question. I could have said yes to that. That I knew.
Okay.
My character does not know if she was responsible.
Well-
So
We we do know she was, but
I do. My character does not.
okay. All right. Ask another question there, stabby lady.
I'd love to.
Come on, Stabby, bring it on, bitch.
Are you all
Yeah.
saying these things out loud?
No.
It's me and Steven are psychically talking right now. We're having a grand old time.
Of course. She goes over to Og
Uh-oh.
and says, you haven't said much throughout this whole thing. Let's go ahead and start with you. Well, let's continue on with you. So, were you actually sent from Bark Hollow?
Yes.
Oh, you gave him the easy one.
You shout that out there, Steven?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm just gonna have her backhand you for 6.
Okay. Ouch.
Gonna break your jaw again, bud.
Yeah, you're gonna get more broken bones. She says, she looks back at Og, and she says, were you sent by anyone else?
I'll just have to think a second to see if anyone else has said anything about us coming here.
Nigel's just screaming at Og in his head, no.
I'm sorry, I didn't think that this would be too hard of a question. Did anyone else instruct you to come here at this particular moment in this
no.
room? Thank you. She goes over to Nigel.
Heyo. Nigel winks
Has
at her.
your evil patron given you any instructions to enact while you are here?
Nigel does do that thing where he's just kind of like no. And then he winks at her again. But I want to roll for. No, I don't got that roll. All
All
right.
right. And she
let's
says,
keep going.
okay, she says, does your patron have wish any ill will towards the people of Arcove?
Again, Nigel just kind of looks. He does that thing where he's like, no.
Okay. Okay. She seems satisfied every time she looks over the dude and gets the okay. She goes over to Aaron and she just says, Aaron, I have heard of you. I know you visited here before. I've heard of your exploits. Kind of disappointed in the company you seem to keep right now.
I resent that.
Who
Do
did?
you?
Yeah, absolutely. You're
Right,
gonna have to
so
knock me out because you.
it's gonna happen. Another 6 coming at you.
Okay.
At this point, I'm kind of like getting weird glee from seeing Steven getting whacked every time he says something
Apparently
stupid.
so.
That's why I haven't stopped him.
Oren looks at you, Stephen, and just says, please stop. You know what is going to happen. Please stop.
He's starting to like it.
So she looks back at Oren and just says, case in point, these people don't follow directions. I know that you used to, and that you're trying to make up for certain things, but this is probably not the way. I'll just go ahead and ask you, Oren, right now, are these good people? Yes or no?
Well, this should be interesting.
He looks over at all you guys down here, one by one, just kind of thinks for a second. He looks directly back at her and says, yes. And she looks over to the corner and looks back. She goes, I can see that you think you do. And you probably think that of everyone, whether that's true or not. So I can't see if I take that. How about this? Did you trying to get attention?
Yes.
Oh, you want another question? Absolutely. I would love to ask you.
That was kind of
Did
an
you
opinion.
No. Did you intentionally delay getting here to bring us this trident?
Yeah. There was other shit going on. You guys aren't that important.
And that was not a yes or no.
Oh, sorry. Yes. You're not that important. There's other shit going on in this
Intentionally,
world.
That was a low roll. You get 6 more damage.
Oh, I'm so over these fucking fish.
Jeez, that's kind of racist, Steven, but you do you.
Says, so you intentionally delayed getting here. Great. Wonderful.
No.
He said yes.
He said lots of things that are wrong. You keep whapping him, don't you? We did not on purpose come here. We had no malicious reasoning behind not coming here as quickly as possible.
We were intending to be here earlier, but
No.
All right. You both
No.
get 6 for talking without being spoken to.
Oh man, Nathan, you didn't really need to do that. Did you really have to hit me?
Yes, I did.
Here's what happens. Is at the second after you hit me, I'm going to cast. I'm going to just cast Misty Step and then kind of like go into a dark corner.
You're gonna Misty Step away.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. You take she goes over Wax Callista. She goes over Wax Nigel, and Nigel looks at her, and then poof goes.
Yeah.
And as soon as Nigel is gone, the dude in the corner stands up. Aelin like readies herself for combat. Votos turns around and sees what's happening, and more guards are on their way in. So
That's cool.
Nigel,
You know what? Here's where I want to be, Nathan. I'm actually, here's what I want. I want you to, I want to pop, and then I want to go right behind the guy with the cloak. I want to have my knife on his neck.
Oh.
The dude in the corner?
The dude that she keeps looking at,
Okay.
I want to be right behind him with a knife to his neck.
Okay.
Nathan, how many people are in the room that aren't us?
So
I just wanted to know.
that's
You
fine.
know-
So there's Votos, there's Aelin, there's 4 guards that were like holding you guys. There's this dude that you know of. And so Nigel, all right, you poof back there. You're
Hey, didn't we have to give up all our weapons before we came in here?
Nigel snuck something in.
Oh,
Nigel
yeah,
snuck
he had his
everything
crap
in.
in his hat. All right, Nigel, you're behind this dude. You got a knife out. What do you say?
Okay, I have a knife out. I want to try and persuade this dude to get everybody to chill the fuck out. Okay, so like, okay, I guess should I roll for that or say what I want to say?
What are you gonna say?
Like, here, let's all chill the fuck out. Let's have a reasonable conversation. Y'all been real aggro with us from the second we fucking got here. We just want to give you this goddamn tyrant and get the fuck out of here. And then I guess I'll roll. And your boy got a 23.
Okay, you're convinced. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you say that everyone is on guard. The dude that popped up behind you doesn't look, or that you popped up behind doesn't look super phased. This is probably not the first time he's been in a situation like this. So
the knife out's more of just kind of like I know it's not gonna do anything. He's a wedge guy, but it's more of the the thought behind it.
okay. All right.
just to
give
show
me-
you mean business.
Yeah,
This panicked little penguin means business.
Okay.
there's
gi-
nothing panicking about what I'm doing right now.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do one thing and then we'll continue on with this. You guys may talk amongst yourselves right now if you want to. Shit is kind of heated
Mhm.
at the moment, and you're not within
Mm.
backhanding distance.
Yeah, Og feels like this isn't going well.
Yeah, it's not going well, buddy. You're right.
It hasn't gone well since we walked in this fucking place. I should have dropped the damn trident off the boat and left.
On the
Just
other hand,
wants to
Og
sit
hasn't been
down.
stabbed yet, so
And that's
Yes
fair
or no
argument.
questions that are just opinions. That doesn't make sense. I get slapped for answering a question.
It's almost like she was just checking to see if you understood if you were going to keep lying or not. If you told the truth from what you believed was true, then maybe all would have been well. But that's neither here nor there.
She
I
fucking
did tell the
said
truth.
we did. For our characters, we did. Maybe not for us as players. We know more.
All we know is that Nigel has a voice that talks to him,
Well, I know he's
that wants him to
because I
destroy
didn't
his
like
shit.
it from the get-go. That I could have answered.
The patron tells him to kill people. The patron tells him to burn down shit. The patron
You
tells
don't know
him to do
what
all
the
these
patron
bad
tells him.
things.
Nigel's been crazy from the get-go
I know.
before his patron business.
really the only
He's never
thing
been.
He can
the only thing
blame
Og has
people.
actually seen him do is just keep breaking rapiers to make his patron happy. The patron seems to like eating rapiers as far as Og understands, I think. Or that's Og's limited understanding of their relationship.
I've got a hunger, and the hunger's for rapiers.
All right, Bean, I sent you something real quick. All right, so the guy that behind you just says, "Well, this has gotten very fun now. Sure, why not? Everyone, stand down."
Oh, neat.
And Aelin says, "Shit, I'm gonna stand down. I'm not." And he just gives her doesn't even raise a whole hand. He just kind of flicks his finger up. He's still Nigel's so small, he's sitting. He's still sitting. And he just raises a finger, says, "I said to stand down." And she very begrudgingly and very pissed off, lowers her weapon. And he says, yes, the trident would be wonderful.
That's what we came
we
here
will
to.
we will take that now. Aaron, if you would just give it to Aelin, that would be great.
Nigel, you can you can put your
Oh, well,
knife
no, yeah.
down
As
now.
soon as he got cool, I took the knife down.
All right, thanks, bud.
Okay.
Get the
And-
fuck off me.
And we
And
head
he-
towards the door now.
Yeah, he throws on. It says, I hope that you understand our situation and that we have to be cautious of what you have seen coming in at this point. There are those that wish us death and destruction at this very moment. And not to be rude, but when a goblin, an orc, a tiefling, and
Half orc.
whatever you are comes into our city, we have to be cautious.
Hey, bud, maybe people wouldn't want to kill you if you didn't act like a dick the second someone different comes into your town. But hey, that's just me. Here's your fucking trident. And yeah, like, and I'm just walking out of the room.
Okay. He says, I didn't say you were free to go yet.
What can we do that we may be free to go since we have delivered the trident that we promised we would?
Okay. As soon as Callista says that and he takes a breath to respond, every single person go ahead and do a dex save for me.
A dex save.
A dex
Ugh.
save.
Your
Strong
boy
point.
got a crit one.
I got a fucking one as well.
So did
Hog rolled a 2.
Kill me already.
Oh my god!
Steven, what was
Barely not a
yours?
crit
A
fail.
1! I got a fucking 1!
No way. There's 3 of us?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll leave it up to Aaron. Let's see if Aaron, what he does. He got it too.
Yeah.
There's
What'd
no
you
amount of anything that will save you. You all die. No. So okay, that was here.
Wow. That was weird.
This was
That
this
was
was not
real
a high.
fucking
This was
weird.
not a high save either, guys. I just want to say that. Oh, I rolled a
Look who
1
you're
for
talking
someone.
to.
Okay.
Wow.
So as he gets ready to speak, you guys hear a rumble that starts off fairly quiet, and you see like pebbles and things on the table start to like clicky clack, and then it just like hits very quickly. A tremor just erupts all throughout the room, presumably the city. Everything is shaking, and all of you guys, Arn included, half the guards just like fall on your asses. You are just like, it is so strong and so violent that it just knocks you guys down. Things go flying, like there are cracks in the walls that happen, all this stuff, and it lasts for probably about 30 seconds, 30 to 60 seconds, and then it resides. You guys aren't going to take any damage from it, but you just get like thrown like from your feet as best as you could try to. Vodos stays standing. He steadied himself on the with the table and the chairs around. Aelin is standing, and then the guy that is next to Nigel is not quite standing. He's more kind of just off of the ground floating, but he did not fall. And as soon as it resides and they look around and Vodos says, "What was that?" The doors fly open and another Triton comes in that is kind of fully robed, appears to be a wizard. There's kind of a shimmering garment underneath the robes that you can see, and they come in and speak.
The grotto, shit has hit the fan at the grotto. We've got to go. What are these? Corpses? Just load them into the wagon. It's fine. It's fine. We'll find a use for them. Come on, we've got to go right now.
Karzus, Vodo speaks, says, "Karzus, what are you doing in here? You are not allowed into the war room right now. What the grotto? What is going on?"
We've got to go. I don't know what's going on, but we have to go. Just bring everyone you can. We have to do something.
Okay. Vodos looks at Aelin and says, "What do we do? The majority of our forces have already gone to defend. We need people at the city. We need people at the city." And she says, I can go myself, but I would much rather be here to protect you, to protect everyone, the women, the children, everyone. Again, the majority
Do you
of
want us
our
to handle
forces.
this? Like this seemingly just happens wherever we go. We can handle this. Will that get the fucking knot out of your underwear if we go handle this for you?
Titans wear underwear.
You know?
Remedactus comes back down, or the guy that's floating comes down right next to you and he says, "That is actually a wonderful suggestion. I am for it. Why don't we say, yes, if you go to try to help, all is forgiven. There is you'll be rewarded. I know that there is an alliance that we formed with Bark Hollow and Lady Shrewsbury. It will, should you help, regardless of what happens, we will take it on good faith and things will be fine." And Aelin looks pissed. She looks very
could I
upset
get some
about it.
healing?
That's what I was. Can we
Aelin,
get some heal
this
potions?
Stabby chick. She took
We'll go
quite
help.
a bit of
But,
my health. I
you
could use a
know-
little bit of.
She says,
pick me up.
"Well, had you listened to instructions, then that
Well, now
wouldn't
you can
have
listen
really
to our
happened."
Shut- fuck
instructions
you.
and maybe heal us so we can go
Bodo
help you out.
slams down his fist on the table and just says, "Silence!" And he says, and he looks over at the wizard and says, "Remedactus, is this your suggestion? This is your great plan?" And he says, "Yes, they can go. They've gotten here. They were entrusted with the trident. They were sent for a reason. And if they have survived before from the merfolk and escaped and everything else, then I say they can go. Auron has been here before. He knows the area. He can go with them. Dudu, why don't you go with them too?"
Is Nathan's video like skipping for anyone else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it is. Oh,
We can
yeah.
still hear
stick
the
your
audio.
video.
Okay,
The
Your
audio
audio's
seems
fine.
to be
Your audio's
working okay, but yeah.
perfect. Maybe I'll just turn that off for a little bit.
We can get our weapons back, right?
Yes, of course. Bring Aelin. Stop standing there looking angry. Get it. Bring them their things.
And some healing potions while you're at it.
Yes, absolutely. And he snaps his fingers, and there couple clerics come in. Couple clerics come in, and yeah, you guys are healed up.
And they're giving us like massages like after a fight. We're spitting into like
Steven's looking at her just like,
But it's like a really
Thanks.
hard one.
I
It's like
appreciate
I
that.
like it hard. It's
yeah.
good.
Oh, wonderful. Great.
Mm.
So yeah, so as you guys are headed that way, like they basically give you the rundown. You guys have been to the grotto already. Nigel, Og, Stephen, Callista. That's where the merfolk led you guys before you escaped. So that's where you are headed back to.
Oh,
Basically,
really? Okay.
Since there was the big explosion. Hello. Hi, you ready?
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
we can't see them.
Okay.
You can't see your children.
They can't see you right now. Okay, here.
I can hear you though.
Here you go. All right.
Ah, it's a
All right,
child.
ready? All right. So are you rolling for me? So this is a routine for the kiddos come in. She either rolls for the DM or the players. She usually wants to
The
play
best
for you
ones.
guys so you can do well. And she uses her sparkly red die. Go. Oh, you dropped it. Oh, that's an
Doesn't
automatic
count.
fail. Automatic
Doesn't
fail.
count.
What's that?
I got 11.
That's not bad. That's
Heck
right.
yeah.
Hey, better than
Middle
average.
of the,
Okay,
middle of the road.
it's all
Middle
right.
of the road.
Boy.
All right. Love you. Get some sleep.
Love you, Uncle Chris.
Love you too.
Spider-Man incoming.
More
Oh,
Miles Morales.
goodness. All right, come here, buddy.
Miles Morales.
That is Miles Morales. All right, come here. Where you at? Oh, you're over this way.
What?
Come
Oh,
this way. Zoe,
how
Go.
dare you, Nathan?
here, buddy. All right. Are you rolling for me or for them? Who? Me? All right. Give me a good one.
Who's over
Zoe rolled for them.
What did they
She got an 11.
see if I can make
You get for daddy.
10.
Oh, well.
I'm
better.
so high. Let's go.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
All
Let's go.
Okay, for real.
right, shut the door for me, big man.
Okay, I thought I was gonna get 12, but I didn't. 'Cause I was gonna be so high.
I thought I was gonna get a 12, but I didn't, and I wanted to beat Zoe.
Oh, that's so amazing. I love it.
Okay. So as you guys are going, Karzus can be the one to fill you in since he's going with you. So you have a wizard that is now on your team here. Looks so
Hey, I'll be right
let
back.
you know-
I can still hear that.
Go for it. So since the situation with Alanis and everything going on, I told you that the beam of energy probably did a Pacific Rim, took out like all the water around there, and when it rushed back in, that's what kind of like pulled the city a little bit towards you guys with the water coming back in and like offshoot everything. The majority of the merfolk that were around there got decimated. But since they were gone, other things have shown up from under the sea, whether they be like Sahuagin, whether they be other merfolk, or just all these like wicked creatures that live under the sea have shown up to kind of, whether it was claim something or fight against Arcove, or whether they're fighting over the grotto, trying to get into the grotto, all this stuff, they're not really sure.
It was both a literal and a actual power vacuum.
Yes. And then Karzus is a historian of Arcove, and he lets you know that the grotto is a place that's been around for a while. The trident was helping to seal something into the grotto.
Oh shit.
Keep something in or keep people out, whichever. But so it is a very powerful artifact. Once it was taken away, they took all of their wizards and sages and things like that to try to kind of make up for the loss of it, to keep whatever it is sealed. But since they were there trying to have this done, if they were taken away, then things seemingly have opened up, and there's a fight to get it, fight to contain it, fight to whatever. You guys know from the merfolk before that they said it was he who would raise us, and you never found out what the fuck that meant because you got the hell out of there. But Karzus can tell you that the merfolk are usually peaceful, nomadic, like never a problem. They just kind of do their own thing. They're not really greedy for anything, but when they did start to show up, they started up with like new weapons, new abilities, like all this stuff, and they had like a hunger for more. Like they felt slighted for some reason. So
something happened that changed their mentality.
Exactly. So you guys are basically just told, like, get to the grotto, find out what's going on, help if you can.
Oh, so murder the merfolk.
On the way there, while we're on our way there,
Mermaider.
And you guys can chat to Karzus if you want to figure out what's going on.
I have
ask personal questions.
Steven's got a question for Nigel.
What's their perfect Sunday? Whatever.
Yeah.
So, Nigel, did you say that your patron wanted you to kill Alanis? That she was evil?
No.
He thought she was evil, though, right?
No. He just said that he didn't like her, which to me makes me think that she's
good,
a pretty cool person. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was a little confused there. Anyways, hi, Karzus is your name?
Yes.
Stephen Nightmore, nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you. It's wonderful to have pleasantries while we've got to get there. We've got to.
I'm following. Let's go. You lead the way. We're right behind you.
We're just trying to do a little talk and walk. My bad. Trying to be cordial. Apologies. And then I just follow.
I just don't usually talk to the test subjects as much, so
subjects. Excuse what? Did I hear test subjects?
No. I mean, my acquaintances that I meet along the way of my studies. Of course,
Insight.
I don't think of people as test subjects.
Yeah. 100%.
I'm rolling insight.
Callista
The
looks
boy got
over and just casts aid on her party for 15 temporary hit points for everybody.
Okay, cool.
Okay. We'll go ahead and beef that up for RN2.
I got a 19 insight to figure out what the fuck she meant by test subjects.
Like test subjects? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. Karzus, do you want to answer it, or do you want me to try to guess what that was? I think I have a decent idea based on like the little stuff that we came across, but
Jesus Christ.
Karzus is deeply obsessed with figuring out and solving what he sees as like the mysteries of like what underlies and what huge evil there is out there. And he's become so obsessed that he doesn't really have a lot of friends, doesn't have a lot of people in his life. So whenever he sees somebody about to interact with something possibly evil or dark, he thinks of them as a test subject and then makes notes accordingly.
Okay.
So
I'm
great.
not.
So-
I'm not.
Sheldon
I'm not gleaning anything.
So you don't think that you're
malicious.
being
I'm just-
led to like you're not going to be like slathered with lipstick and like sit in a cage for 5 days to see if you have a reaction or anything
I don't
like
Put the
sense
that.
lotion
anything
on its
malicious.
skin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Everyone, go ahead. Everyone but
Cool.
Karzus, go ahead and do a
Good
perception check while we're doing
Okay,
this
your
as you're
boy got
trying
a
to learn.
6.
Okay. Well, Aaron
Perception.
doesn't-
Sorry.
Yeah. Aaron
Og
doesn't
got
know
a
whole lot either.
15.
Ooh, now it's a 20. 21.
So what was yours?
8.
8. Steven, you as you're like trying to figure out what's going on with your new Triton friend here, you see something a little off, something a little strange. Like you've been around Aaron for a little while now, and you've seen other Tritons to like figure out like, oh, this is what Tritons look like, and trying to like demean their manner and like figure out all this stuff. There's a little something strange about Karzus's kind of appearance. Karzus, where is your deformity? I know we didn't really speak about that location wise.
He has the coral implants on. He has a big one on one side
Oh, that's tight.
of his forehead, and actually, I drew a picture. It's in the
See that.
Discord.
Mm.
And
Oh,
then the
awesome.
other side, where the other matching one would be, is just a huge scar and just
Oh,
like
wonderful.
cloudy eye and everything. And then he
I like
also
your-
has the.
I like your scar. I've got one of those too.
Oh, there's the bonding moment between Steven and the new
Yes.
friend. So yeah, you
Stevens was
see
caught by
this.
fire.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, so you see this, and Steven, what you thought was just like a scar, like, oh, maybe fire bad. You look a little closer, and yeah, it's like looks like it's something that's been like implanted, grafted, put underneath, and it looks like coral.
Mm.
And not coral, but coral.
That's
under-
my mind
Oh, no.
immediately went there.
So
Rad
from
as
the
hell.
from Karza saying test subject and all this stuff going on, you look a little closer, like, oh, So there's a little more info from you guys. Aaron asks you, Karza, he says, I can't help but notice, is that something that you need help with? Healing, restoration, anything? It looks, to me, it looks a little painful.
And Karzus is gonna get kind of defensive about that and be like, no, I am fine to continue my studies. I am absolutely fine. I don't know why you're asking me about my mental state. I've been fine since I have a slight deformity now, but I am fine to continue and completely sane.
Nigel takes like one step back. Just like one step back. Like he was right next to him, like talking and shit. And he just kind of walks back, just slowly climbs onto Og's back.
Aaron just, I don't mean to offend. I just wasn't sure if you are willing to proceed and in good spirits, and by all means, let's continue on. Again, I did not mean to offend. He is a paladin, and Karzus, you probably know the symbols.
Kill your video.
That is on him. He worships the god of Rao, which is the god of knowledge.
Nathan, there you go.
And Karzus says, I'm sorry. Many have been questioning me recently. I see you also seek knowledge. I apologize for blowing up. We really have to get this done today. It's dire.
We're almost there.
Absolutely.
So-
Continue on. Yes. So you guys go for a bit. It takes a little bit to get over there, mainly because like for Nigel, for Karzus, for Aaron, they're just going pretty easily because they're used to being underwater, moving everything. Stephen, Calista, and Og, you guys are just trudging along because it's just you're weighted down, all these things. You don't have the equipment to kind of get around here. So it's taken a little while to get there.
Og's not a water orc.
Not at all. Not at all. But as you start getting closer, you guys do notice the same things that you saw last time. They're kind of like the underwater thunderclouds, things going on. As you start getting closer, you start hearing things like whether explosions, magical.
Nathan, are we heading back
feelings.
towards the east where we saw the?
You're going towards the west, so you're leaving.
We're going farther away
west.
from those like lights and explosions and stuff.
You're
that we
going
saw when we-
towards them.
You look super.
Oh,
You're
so I
going
must have-
towards
I
them.
have my cardinal directions wrong. So yes,
No,
we
that's
are going
fine, yeah.
towards. We are going towards.
You
where-
are going towards where you
All right.
guys saw like the boom booms and shit like that. So as you guys
Right in the
are
moon,
getting closer,
Oh,
go
wait,
ahead.
are we 100%? Are we still underwater?
You are
Yeah.
still
So we've
underwater.
never gotten out of water.
The only times you guys got out of water are the little pockets in Arcove where you guys, where I think I told you they were like pockets of like air or bubbles, because I said that there was, they do trade in Arcove. There's probably a little bit of tourism being like, I want to go see the underwater people. So there were parts of the city that were
Let's
made
go
up
to the
to like,
human zoo.
exactly, to house the people that couldn't breathe underwater or they didn't want to just like cast a spell on every day. So, but the majority of Arcove was like, especially the war room and things like that, where they didn't want everyone to just be able to like go around and, I was gonna say snap photos with the magical Polaroids, they have things like that, to, do that. So you guys, for the most part, when you were under there, like there are probably a couple pockets that you went through going through the city of just air. But yeah, you've been underwater, but you guys have the caps of water breathing. So you're fine. As you guys are getting closer, and there is clearly shit going down, and you're seeing, the equivalent of spells being cast, things going on. There's, a bunch of undersea creatures. You're just like getting the fuck out of Dodge that are swimming past you. Sharks, turtles, just all these things that are just trying to get the hell away. Why doesn't everyone go ahead and just do me a perception check?
Perception.
As you're coming in to see what you see here.
7.
You guys are killing it.
I got you. I got you,
Oh, I
dog.
got a
I
16.
I got a 13.
So good.
Nigel's just staring at that coral.
That's right. Aaron got a 7, so
his head.
Was
He
Og
was a
16
hammer
the
dog.
highest?
16 is the highest. Carlos, what did you get?
How do I roll perception on D&D Beyond?
So you can go
click
to the,
on-
if you want to use the digital stuff, just go to skills and click on your number there, like the bonus, and it should roll the dice and add the number to it.
Okay, cool. Oh, got it. Sorry, it's my first time using this.
If you want to use physical dice, I do all the time. I can't stand the digital dice. I
have
also
to.
think that
I
they're
have to use physical
completely
dice.
against me. Yeah, I want to hear the clicky clack.
I got this dope tower that Nathan got me, so I use this tower. And penguin dice.
Weighted penguin dice from
All
China.
right, I have
No. I don't use the weighted penguin dice anymore. Thank you very much.
They were weighted with lead.
Yeah.
And love.
Yeah.
All right, but I rolled a 12 for perception.
Okay.
Og,
So
again.
generally,
Og.
yeah. So you guys kind of, as you're coming up, let's say there's like a hill that you're like having to get over to see like what's that, because again, you guys have been there, you saw kind of the general area of the grotto that was going into this like cave, and there were some raised areas around it, so this is probably just one of the outlying hills. So you guys get over it, and everyone sees that it's just kind of a chaotic mess. Like you see the this cave of the grotto that you've been to before. You can kind of see where you guys threw down the magic orb that you got out of here, but there is just like chaos going on. There are tritons, there are some merfolk left, there are these kind of piranha-ish, like humanoid piranha-ish looking people that are going around, that are battling, fighting, hand to hand, throwing magic. There are undersea creatures that are being used as mounts, that are like going back and forth, and they're like trying to like spear them with lances and stuff. They're throwing like all it's just it's a big battle that is happening right now. And Og with the 16, you see you see what you expect to see. There are Tritons going, that there are
Mhm.
all these other creatures and humanoids and things that are going at it. But you also see in a couple areas that Tritons, the Tritons in particular, are more like gathered around or focusing energy on.
Hmm.
And there is just like around these particular kind of balls of fighting, there is usually one thing in the center that they are going after, but whatever this is kind of holding their own. So you can't quite tell what it is,
Okay.
but there are, let's say there are 3 different spaces of heavier action.
Okay, well, Og will point that out to everyone.
Okay.
Just be like, look, heavy fighting in these 3 spots for some reason.
It's spicy over there.
Yeah, so there are a couple different spaces where the fighting is more intense, and that there are kind of more Tritons that are like focusing their energy.
So, hey, K-Dog, where should we be kind of heading towards?
Yeah, who? This is chaos. Where do we fight?
Yeah,
What are we here for?
Yeah, lead the way.
Do I
I
know
think-
anything as Karzas, like about what we need to be doing?
So I would say Karzas, and I think I know I sent you a lot over the last couple days. I would say that you, in particular for your character, you have like seen, you've heard about the grotto since growing up. It's kind of this like fairy tale / nightmare story of like what's in there. We have to keep things like away or keep it at bay or whatever the case may be. And that when the Triton was taken off, there was like a kind of a general fear that went across. Knowing that it is now kind of open, I think you are both slightly a little afraid, but also like 1000% curious of like what is in there. You know that Arcove and everyone else wants to try to close this thing back up. And you know that just whatever is happening around here, it's because of most likely what is inside. So you don't know, but you're not 100% sure if someone is trying to like get in to get something or trying to keep people away from it. It's just it's not 100% known, but you as a character for sure would definitely want to know what is inside.
Okay.
As an
So-
action, as we're walking down and Alex telling us that, I'm going to cast Emboldening Bond on Nigel, Og, and Steven for 10 minutes. Once per turn, they can add a D4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw every turn.
Every turn,
Once per turn for 10
so
minutes.
we can add a D4 to.
Ability, attack, or saving throw.
All right, and is
Cast
this
that
the
as
same
soon
one
as-
that they have to be like close, like within a certain proximity to each
30
other, or
feet.
you 30 feet
30
of you?
me. Mhm.
Okay.
I'll keep myself in the middle of wherever they are.
Are we gonna? Yeah. Are you gonna move? Are we at a map zone yet, or?
Not yet. You guys
Okay.
tell me. Well, talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm gonna get a drink. Tell me
Say
what
what-
you. Yeah,
I
figure
wanna
out what you
go-
guys want to do.
I
what
want to
your goal
go
is, and
to
then
where
we'll
the
go from
map is that you created.
That's where I want to go
That's
as
where I
well.
want to go.
I want to
You
go
figure
to
however
map.
we got to figure out for that to happen. That's what Nigel wants.
That's where we'll go.
Yes.
We'll go there and we'll
Yeah.
fix that.
and I want to stay in the
And I-
middle. Guys, we have to stay together, otherwise you're not going to get that extra little sparkle boost.
Don't forget, if you're within what was it? What's my thing? It's within 10 feet of me. No,
What does that do?
you get I'll find it. I've got auras. I've got 2 auras. There you go.
I've
I
got
got the
I can
aura,
stab people really well in the back.
aura
That's what
protection.
I have. It's kind of cool.
within 10 feet of me. So within 10 feet, you get a +1 to all your saving throws. And then your aura of I don't know how to say this, alacrity. Your walking speed is increased by 10 if you start your turn within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
Cool.
+1 to saving throws. Stay.
+1 to saving throws. If you're within 5 feet of me, when you start your turn, you get an extra 10 feet of movement.
Oh.
10 feet
La-di-da.
behind Steven.
I always forget about that, and we could have been using it quite a bit.
That's why I like my rogue. He doesn't give a fuck about what y'all can do. I just need you to be meat shields for me so I can go in behind people and stab them.
I'm a pretty good meat shield. We're
Yeah,
good at
fortunately, being a meat shield is Og's specialty.
that. So let's, I don't know, just I'll
We
follow
want
the
to head
lead.
to where the map goes.
Og's figuring, yeah, we should probably just try to fight everything that's not a Triton.
Well, that's
And-
kind of what I was like. That's why I went with Karzus. Is like, does he know?
Well,
Who
here
would
I'm
be
not,
on
I'm not
his
gonna
side or
I'm
not?
not gonna say here are my 9 maps that we can use. I will
Mhm.
say this,
Closest
based
one.
on
Give us
Based
I want to do like a
on-
Don't let us
perception or an
make a
insight
choice.
to see who might look like
Also,
they
how-
need our help the most.
cool.
how
Let's
big
go
is the
back to the
grotto,
hot springs
too?
then. No. So you
at the Gold Cliff.
what? You mean Best Bluff? Yes.
I was gonna say I want to do like a perception or an insight or something where I can see out of those 3 groups who looks like they might need the most assistance.
Okay.
And that's where Steven wants to go.
Cool. Well, you guys did you already did a perception check, so in
Yeah, it
order to
was
do another
low.
one, you guys have to get closer to whatever's going on. So I will let you guys know that. So last time you guys were here, Merfolk, he who will raise us in the grotto. They wanted to bring the trident into the grotto. Have you guys go meet he who will raise us in the grotto. That's where they were trying to get you guys.
Hmm.
Karzus, curiosity wants to see this big fairy tale story. What is it all about? What is in here? So that's one thing you can do. Also, lots of Tritons have either perished or getting the crap kicked out of them right now, fighting out in this big area. There are those 3 areas. Is it something that they need help? Is it something that something is being protected? No, you guys don't know for sure yet. So based on all of that, and then the main goal that Arcove just wants this place sealed up, if it can be sealed. So those are the things that you guys all know coming into it. Any other questions before I say what you can do? Yes, Callista.
How does fire magic do underwater?
We will find the fuck out.
Uh,
Anyone else?
How big is this grotto? Like, I'm having trouble. I don't really understand exactly how large this area is or how it was
Yeah.
sealed off to begin with and
So
why
it's
it's
like
now open.
it's like an underwater cavern. It's like kind of like a like the closest thing is like it's like a giant cave underwater. So put a cone underwater that's all jagged and everything. Like it's pretty big. You guys,
Okay, so
you don't
So
know
it's got
how
one
big.
major. It's got one major entrance.
It's
though,
got
is what
one
you're-
major
okay.
entry point, yes. And when you guys were being led there by the merfolk, you saw that it was open. That's where they were taking you guys before you went, okay, let's get the fuck out of here, because you saw a ton of merfolk like hanging out, kind of guarding or being in that area. So yeah, from what you guys can tell, there is like one main in and out. So do you want to get closer to the grotto? Do you want to get closer to these areas of fighting? Do you want to swim to shore? I don't know. What's the
I want to go to the grotto. I want to go to the grotto.
We're splitting
Steven's
because
dead.
Steven wants to go to the fighting.
No.
Yeah, I want
biggest
to
fight.
point to the nearest collection of fighting and say, we need to go. They could be destroying precious samples. We've got to go. I'm just gonna take off in that direction.
Yeah,
of
are
the
are
nearest
any of
fighting.
those like are any of those 3 cluster areas sort of on the way to the grotto?
Yeah, general
don't know,
fighting
I'm just-
general fighting
just-
is like kind of around the area. So there is, no, I won't. So if you if you have the big area, let's say there's like a big field out in front of it. So if you're it's just a big open like kind of meadow, but it's like undersea sand, shit like that. And it's big enough to where there can be a lot of fighting out in front of it. I mean, I can open up Albert Radio. I don't have a map specifically for this gigantic area, but I can kind of make it if you want.
Well, here, let's do this. Why don't we go where Bean ran off to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess let's.
Let's just
Okay.
well, because if Steven wants to go, he sees the fighting, he sees protection opportunities, he sees glory, he's going there.
Okay, I'm gonna write something at Karzas. So you have 3 areas. You can say 1, 2, or 3. Which one are you going towards?
7.
Is there one
7.
that's
Fuck, 4.
closer to us right now, or are they kind of?
You can go to the closest one. I'll tell you what, just roll a d. I'll roll it. Fuck it. I'm
Okay.
gonna roll it. You want to go to the closest one? That's cool. Okay.
They're all equidistant from us somehow.
Equidistant. No, just to see what you guys are gonna come into contact with.
Horny mermaids. Nigel's weakness.
Okay, cool.
We'll use that one.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Okay, here we go. So you guys start making the way. Karza says the samples, and darts towards it. If all of you guys are following Nigel and Aaron, you are right on Karzas's ass. Stephen, Og, and Callista, it's going to take you a little longer to catch up. So there's going to be space that is created while you're covering this distance.
Yep.
So
Okay.
as you see half of the party start diving towards this group, Callista, Stephen, and Og, if you guys want to change direction as you're going, as you see them getting pretty far ahead of you, we can do that. But let's just say for now, Karzas, Nigel, and Aaron, you guys go ahead and roll a perception for me. Man, Aaron's not doing well. I'm going to change my dice up. That one
8.
doesn't do well for me. Holy crap. All right.
I got an 11.
The 11 is okay.
Too stressed out
You
about.
guys are getting closer with the amount of spells going off and like small explosions underwater and just like lightning and all this stuff happening and like dust being kicked up. You can't quite see as you're getting closer. You can tell that there is, someone in the center of kind of a group that people are attacking, but you can't tell if it's friend or foe from where you guys are as you are getting closer. At this point, if you guys want to figure out a little more, you're gonna have to like get into the fray.
I'm just following Karzas.
All right, so Karzas,
That's- I'm
how
just
much
gonna keep
closer are you getting?
So what I'm seeing right now is just it's Tritons that are sort of all fighting one
You can
thing,
see, so there is a lot of stuff going on around here. If you're focusing on this thing, you can tell that there are just a lot of bodies going after one thing in particular, but you don't know if that one thing is friend or foe. There's just a lot of like mishmatch and things going on. It's not quite clear with your 11.
I'm just
Okay.
picturing
There
one of
is-
those like when
there
you
is
see
one
fishing
thing-
boats with piles of fish on the deck. It's just like that, but under the ocean. Just a pile of tritons all on top of something.
Yeah, there's one thing that is kind of taking the brunt of an attack, but you can't tell if it's like a lone Triton, holding off merfolk. You don't know if it's like a giant crab. Like it's just not 100% sure from what you can see.
Okay. I think I want to ready. Can I kind of like ready a spell to cast?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ready Witch Bolt, and then
Sure.
start kind of somewhat cautiously moving forward so that I can see what the heck's going on in the middle
And
of all
collect the
that.
sample.
Gotcha. And collect the sample. Yeah. Okay.
Just witch bolt ready on one hand and like a cylinder in the other.
Yeah.
All right. As Karzas, as you are getting closer and the energy comes up. Nigel, are you doing anything in particular? You see Karzas's hand start to glow.
Let's fuck it. Let's do some magic. I mean, let me look at my magic sheet here. All right, let me see here. Let's do some magic. Fuck it. You know what? I got 2 Eldritch Blasts all lit up like I'm a fucking X-Men character from the 90s.
Cool. I love it. as you guys are getting, and Aaron is, yeah, he's just behind you guys. He's so he has a trident, but from Callista and Nigel, if you guys remember, the trident head was detachable. So he doesn't have it. He basically just has like a kind of a staff. So that is not on there, and he's got his shield up and he's just looking around. He's like checking behind you guys. More defensive than offensive at this point. As you guys are getting closer, why the hell not? Let's have you guys all roll initiative. Just Nigel, Karzis, and Aaron here for a second. We'll get you guys in a second as well. Well, you guys are getting closer to Callista, Steven, and Og. You guys roll perception for me as well.
Perception.
Perception.
Yes,
I got
please.
7.
Steve, I'm sorry, Nigel, what was your
13.
13 for your initiative?
Yeah.
Cool. Karzis,
rolled
what's your
an 8.
initiative?
7.
7.
Mhm.
Oh shit, I gotta add Karzis on here. 1 second. Insert. Karzis. 7. Aaron rolled like shit. And so he has, of course he has a -1 to his initiative. So Aaron got a 3.
He's too busy helping people to kill people.
He's too busy
quickly.
looking at everything.
I feel like Oren is not actually recovered from being in that dungeon, but he's like not letting anyone know that he's not recovered.
All
Hey,
I remember from the dungeon is I was reading Berserk when that happened, so I just see like a real frail, like just skeleton Orin whenever I think of the dungeon Orin.
He's
Like
Triton Griffith.
Yes, he's trying to.
Callista, Stephen Og, what were your perceptions?
24.
Ooh, wonderful.
14.
14. Stephen, what was yours?
18.
18. You guys see your friends dart in, things going on. Stephen, yeah, there is things are getting kicked up. You guys can see a little bit more as since you're a little further away from everything. Stephen, you see that definitely what is in the center of this thing is not a Triton. It is a humanoid, kind of cloaked, like anytime they're moving, it's like wavy stuff. So they're probably wearing something flowing, a little billowy, perhaps
Like
some
a robe.
robes or a cloak or something. Callista, you
Purple robes. Is it purple?
You do see that as this thing is throwing spells and doing everything, the hood comes off and you see a recognizable mask. And these robes are in fact purple.
Oh, yeah.
Folks,
We finally stumbled
it's the
back
purple
across
guys.
where we're
I
supposed to be.
I charge in as fast as I possibly can once I
All right.
see that.
Well,
Round two,
you will
motherfucker.
have to wait. Karzis, Nigel, and Aaron do not know this. Okay. Alrighty. So as you guys are getting closer, we'll just do this. So Karzis, you see as you're getting closer and your eyes are on the samples, you notice something charging at you.
Okay. Do I know what it is, or is it just like something's coming at me?
Something is coming at you at high speed at the moment, with weapon in hand.
Okay. On instinct, I'm just gonna, I guess, fire off the witch bolt that I have ready.
Go for it. Go do
Okay.
that attack roll for me, please.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see. That is a 19. to hit.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna cast it as 2nd level and get a d12. And yeah, okay. So be 11 plus 8, that is 19.
Very nice. So you, Nigel, as you're going too, you see something charging at Karzus. Karzus lets out a witch bolt into this thing, and it connects directly into their chest. I will say, as the witch bolt goes out and it lights up whatever this thing is there, you notice that it is kind of an angry looking fish man. I'll go ahead and turn this on so you can see what this motherfucker looks like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Quite the looker.
Karzus, you know, and Aaron knows for sure that is a Sahuagin, and they are bad, bad fish people. So Nigel, you see that kind of piranha-like mouth open up as it gets hit and just kind of goes, and you see that, yeah, it has its spear is outstretched, coming straight for Karzus. Would you like to fire off anything, or wait and see if anything happens next?
How close is it to Karzus?
Oh, it was coming right up next to her. It was probably like a good, I don't know, 10 feet away before she let loose. It was
It's been a little
mid-attack.
bit. Let me see. So it's not in 5 foot of her. Of him.
It is
excuse
not
me.
within 5 feet yet. No, she
Oh,
fired.
Oh,
it off
word, then
before I
yeah,
got
I'm
right
just
up on her.
Pop. I'm just gonna shoot both my Eldritch blasts at him. So let
right,
me
go
roll
ahead.
those. So I got a 15
That will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage on that
and
one.
a 16. All right.
Okay.
All right. So bum. Where's a D10? Where are you at? All right. So first D10 is a 10. Damn. The second D10 is a 5. So 15.
All right. This thing just explodes. You shoot it. I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with my kids earlier, so just like Rocket, it just like went straight through like his chest twice, and he just goes and stops moving and just slowly sinks to the ground. So that one is dead. We'll do one. Oh, okay. As that is happening, there is another one that's going to come directly for you guys. It's coming from the other side. Aaron sees it coming and knocks it with his fucking staff. And he is going to do... Man, Aaron is rolling low as shit. So he knocks it away. So it's coming at Karzus from the other end as this other one explodes, and it was kind of trying to do a pincer attack on you. Perhaps an X strike for you Chrono Trigger fans. And then he just throws up his fucking his staff and just like knocks it out of the way, so it kind of does a barrel roll and falls away from its own momentum. So it kind of went into the fray the other end. There is nothing else coming at you guys at this moment. It could have just been that these guys were on their way to something and saw a target to attack that was not of undersea evil kind and was just like them and went after you guys. So you don't know if they were sent towards you specifically or they were just like, ooh, them. What would you like to do right now? You just see this scuffle in front of you and don't know who's necessarily good or bad.
I think I'm just gonna keep moving forward because I want to know what's
Towards
going
this
on. I
group?
want to
Okay.
know.
All right. I will say as you start getting in closer, go ahead and do another perception check for me. I'll do one for Aaron. Okay, that's not bad.
Oof, I got an 8.
Oh, I guess I need to do one too.
Yes, please.
5.
Jesus. Okay. You guys start getting closer and running into it. Aaron, so you start getting like bodies actually like around you closer. You're right fucking up there. It doesn't matter. Karzus, yeah, you see a bunch of like Tritons and other kind of allies of Arcove that are closer together, trying to kind of like do a phalanx situation, attack as needed, but like keeping their distance from this thing in the center. And as soon as you all get up there, Karzus, you're there, Nigel, you're there, Aaron comes up behind you, and his eyes go wide and he just says no and tries to reach for you guys, and I'm gonna have all you guys do a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Nigel's strong point.
So
Shit,
strong.
get fucked. 18.
Oh no.
Your ass! Your ass!
Got a 6.
Okay. Callista,
Nigel's just
Og,
like swolling over him.
Callista, Steven, and Og, you guys are getting closer too. You're trying to get there as fast as you can. You see your friends start to go into this this circle closer to this purple robed figure. Yes.
Am I within 30 feet of them?
No.
Cool.
No. With Karzis trying to get there as quickly as possible, I was saying that he was probably dashing in to save the samples. Yeah, you guys being underwater and not having better mobility, your
Fuck.
distance is cut. That too, it's cut in half. So they got quite a ways ahead of you guys. Yeah, you're trying. So 30 feet, no ma'am. So you guys actually, hang on. Aaron has a aura as well. I don't think it's going to help too much, but we might as well look. What is his?
Why start
aura?
now?
Let's start now. Why not both? Aura of protection. +3 to your saving throws. All right, that's good. So Aaron got a 13. That's still gonna fail.
Nigel got a 21 then.
Nigel got a 20 fucking 1. The penguin. So you guys run up there and Aaron goes, no, and he's like tries to reach out for both of you. And Callista, Stephen, Og, you see this, and all of you guys see it coming right there. You just kind of hear like a boom, and you see like a shockwave coming out towards you guys, and all of the tritons that were kind of encircling this thing just kind of get like thrown back a little bit, like a shockwave happened. Nigel, you with your shotgun blast and everything that you have with your Eldritch Blast going off, you know when something bad is coming. So you hear the initial click and you just like either throw your rapier into the sand or just like dive your whole body under the dirt, who knows, but you somehow like avoid this thing. Karzis and Aaron are thrown back a little bit, and let's see, you guys are gonna take 5 damage, just force damage as you get thrown back about 20 feet. Go over to Aaron here. We'll take that 5 damage off of him. So Karzis and everyone that is there right now, you probably know that whatever is in the middle here is not friendly or wonderful. Let's see. Let's do Callista, Og, and Nigel, and Steven. I'm sorry. Go ahead and roll your guys' initiative. We'll get you in here. You're still a ways away, so melee isn't going to be an option, but we'll go ahead and get you guys initiative rolls here.
And Og got 12.
30,
Okay.
20.
20. Callista, what was yours?
21.
21.
Dang.
Nice.
Okay. Let me come back here. Where the fuck is this guy? Okay, cool. Callista, I know you have some spells that have some pretty decent range, so
Mhm.
you are gonna be first in this if you want to. Do you want to throw anything at this robed
And-
figure?
How far out are they? Within 120 feet?
Yes, they are.
Could I retroactively dispel whatever they just did to my friends? The boom?
No.
I had to spell magic though.
I already
I
went
like where
through
your
it, so I'm gonna say
head's
it's
at.
done.
That's fine. That's fine.
I will say no, you saw it happen, but you are now within range to potentially do something about it.
I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon. Boom. And as a bonus action, I'm going to have it bonk Mr. Robe Man.
It's gonna bonk Mr. Roadman.
Yep.
What the range on spiritual weapon is 120 feet?
It's 60 feet to cast it. And then
Where you can lay it down?
I want to cast it at the edge as close to him as I can get it to. As I'm
Okay, I will
Close.
say that you are not quite within that range yet.
okay, so only the 120 feet spells.
I'll
Got
say
it.
you guys are within like 90, 100 feet.
All right, that helps. Cool. We're gonna go with chromatic orb.
Ooh,
Really amazing.
do it.
Let's go with. I'm feeling acid. Just do acid.
Go for it. Acid's fun.
Well,
Hmm?
that's not so much fun.
12.
No,
Yeah,
I got a
that's-
1
Oh, you got.
with plus 11.
Well,
No.
I hate to tell you,
I
darling.
know. What is it? The 100?
No.
Fucking bullshit.
Oh,
Wait,
Bean, we
plus
do
11 for your attack modifier?
Mm-hmm. I have the
anytime,
War Mage wand.
anytime
Wait,
we roll a
what was
1
this?
or
You
a
have 2?
100,
Right, I had
Hang
the
on,
green
wait,
one
you-
and the
aren't
blue
you-
one.
Aren't
We
you
talked
using
about
your-
this.
Aren't you using your shield too for your extra AC? I know you have shields, woman. You're not gonna like strap. What? You have to have hands to use these things.
I can hold
Um,
2 sticks in one hand. It's very possible to hold 2 sticks in one hand.
No, madam. How
that's
dare
what
you.
she said.
I
don't
taped
have
them
any
together.
dagger.
No.
Hey.
Ugh. I can totally do one-handed. It's fine.
Oh, but,
It doesn't matter because I rolled a 1.
Well, here.
Real quick, Bean, anytime someone rolls a 1 or a 100, we roll on
Wait.
a crit table.
No,
That causes-
I have inspiration. Fuck that 1.
Okay.
You're gonna
No,
use your
I do-
inspiration to roll
yes.
another one? Okay.
No, I'm not, you rude.
All right. Hey, woman, you're not gonna get plus 11 on this. You can use one of those wands.
Cool, so it's plus 10.
Unless you are running around with 2 wands in like a wand in each hand.
Nah. I'll
Okay.
use 1 wand,
Okay, that is fine.
so it's still a 22.
Okay.
Unclick the 1
I'm
wand.
imagining the 2 wands are just tied together with string.
They
And you're
are.
just.
I don't see
Wand
how
chucks.
that's not plausible because I have enough like attunement slots, but that's cool. It was a 22 to hit, chromatic orb. Let's blow some acid up his ass. Because why not?
Do you want to tie these wands together? Because I'll allow it if there's potentially things that could happen due to them being in such close proximity.
We'll deal with that later, Nathan. It's 28
Okay.
acid damage.
All right.
I just like the idea of her like Darth Mauling like 2 wands. They're just like smashed together, just all doing like flips and shit.
That'd be awesome.
Got some
Okay.
dangly bits like feathers and shit to make it, like it looks like it's supposed to be like that.
28.
Acid damage.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's my
Yeah, you
turn.
throw up an orb and it like singes through the water as it goes through and smacks this thing in the back. This wonderfully robed figure. It is the mask that you saw, Calista, that you recognized. You haven't seen it since Mount Nimbus.
Oh,
but you
that's
do
like a year and a
remember-
half ago.
I know, but you do remember this particular mask on the mountain.
Or a month and a half ago in game time.
Exactly. So it hits.
That's-
It hits the back of this thing, and it's kind of taken off guard and is none too pleased. Steve and Og, I know you guys are just booking it in to this.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay.
You said we're within 100 feet.
You're like between like 90 and 100 feet. So if you guys are dashing to get there, you're gonna have to.
Well, I've got attacks that can go 120 feet,
Yeah,
Oh.
Og has a crossbow, so
even in water. So who's up first? Me or him?
What do you have there, Steven?
I have a javelin of lightning.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Ooh.
Okay, well
I'm-
then, yeah, Steven, you're up here.
And I'm gonna chuck that javelin of lightning at him and see what I can do.
Go for it.
Ooh, 19
Okay,
to hit.
to hit.
Okay.
Roll.
These are all words I
your damage.
understand.
Yes, roll your damage.
Okay. All right. Okay, now that's one thing I had a question about, because when I throw it, it's 4d6 lightning
Okay.
because it turns into a lightning bolt. But do I do just the 4d6, or do I do my initial and then on top of that do the 4d6? Does it change?
I
is like
believe
the
it is the
second time
4d6 because as soon as you let go
It
of
just
it,
turns,
it turns into a
lightning.
lightning bolt, so it's
All
not
right.
going to pierce anything, you know?
Let's see.
Oh, plus we
Uh,
should also have that 1d4 because
Ooh.
at least we're close enough to Callista, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go
Yes,
with
you are right
saving
next to
and-
her, so you guys can use that just fine.
Was there anything going on in roll 20? No. Okay.
No, not yet.
That's 19 damage, but you get a DC 13 dex for half.
That is extremely potent. Do you guys smell that?
Oh,
That is a crit on the save.
All right. So,
So here's what's going to happen, because we discussed this one of the last sessions on if you crit succeed on a saving throw. So Steven, you see this orb slam into this thing, and you get all excited, and you get your javelin art, and you throw it, and as soon as it leaves your hand, you say the command word, and it goes into a bolt of lightning, goes straight for this thing, the same space that Callista hit it, and it just turns around and throws a hands up and catches the lightning bolt in its hand, and just holds it in place until it turns back into a javelin.
well, that's fucking cool.
You just did
And
some
it
fucking
turns in your guys'
anime
general
shit.
direction. I'm gonna see what happens here. Okay. I rolled to see he takes it and just throws it down to the ground. I was gonna see if he was gonna snap it over his leg, but it didn't work out for you.
Mhm.
For me, I suppose. So yeah, he catches it, takes no damage, just kind of sizzles away and turns back into a javelin, and he throws it to the side.
Damn it. All right. Well, those are the
Og, I'm letting these guys do an action together here. So what would you like to do in your group?
I guess Og will just try to shoot him with his crossbow.
Go for it.
Well, I think a 7, even if I do it plus D4, is not going to hit. So
Yeah, no, he sees that there are things coming at him, and he just gets the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Range
range is not Og's strong point.
Range is not his strong point. That is okay. Whoops. All right. So, alrighty. So,
pieces for
Tarzus, Nigel, and Aaron, you guys get kind of like tossed back. Nigel, you're able to hop up after this waves goes through, and you see a big ball of acid hit this thing in the back, and then it catches something out of the air. As it catches it out of the air, and as the lightning bolt starts to dissipate, Nigel, you now see with that extra light source there that this is indeed a purple-robed figure, and it does have a mask that is which mask does he have on? Let me look here.
which sign of the zodiac is it? I'm just guessing.
Scorpio.
It's a Virgo. This is the one that has it is an open mouth with like fangs and things. It's just like a maw that's completely open, and it has a bunch of eyes inside of it.
That's disturbing.
It's like,
Kill it.
yeah, kill it with fire.
I need to try that.
So okay, so it looks up after all the Tritons have been kind of blown away and sees you standing there. And let's see. Well, it's his turn, so I guess he's gonna come for you there, Mr. Nigel friend.
Yeah,
So
fucking do it. Wait here, real quick. Do I get a bump to my because we're underwater in my natural environment? Do I get a bump to my armor class? Am I a little
No.
slipperier? Okay,
no,
fuck
in
you. All
fact
right,
are not.
I'm just
That's not.
Where are we? Are we on roll 20 yet?
No.
I think the grotto was in roll 20, if I had to guess.
all right. Bring it.
It could be. Alrighty. I'm looking something up. All right. So Nigel, hey buddy, how are you doing today? Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
Like really good? Because you might not be.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Do. Sorry. All right, so this guy comes at you, robes flying and billowing behind him. Doesn't appear that he has any weapons in hand here, Nigel. So he is going to run up on you. I'm going to guess that a 28 hits you.
Jesus.
Yeah.
28 does it? All right, 28 does it. Then we've got, oops. Oh, no, that was a 10. Okay. That's going to be 13 damage
Tight.
as you get pummeled by a fist that comes out of the robe. And all right, well, something, guys, I don't know if it's the room that I'm in, but I'm just detecting a hint of something every so often. It was stronger earlier, and it just hit me again. So I don't know if it's very pungent, this odor. And I greatly apologize, Nigel, kind of for this.
Is your
but that
colitis
is-
acting up?
It's not. You know, thankfully, thank God it's not. I mean, I always consider that. So here we go. Here's going to be this sucker. Oh, you're so lucky. All right, so that is 7 damage.
I don't know if Nigel
Alright.
dies again. Maybe he'll get
To
a
you,
second like
sir.
evil patron.
Yeah.
They can
And that
fight
was-
with each
I
other.
rolled a 1 on my dice for crit damage, so you lucky son of a bitch. So that's
Oh, thank
7
God.
damage. And oh, that's not bad. So I only rolled a 20 on the crit table. So all that is an extra D4 of damage.
Okay. Do I get like a weird boner or something? Like what's the What's
An
the
extra
flavor?
3 for you.
okay?
An extra
He,
3 boners?
Penguins got weird dicks. We've all
Uh,
figured this out as this
Yeah.
campaign.
Nigel, there's a tingling sensation in your nethers, and you're a little hard. No, there was nothing additional on that 20. The 20 was just the extra damage. So,
Okay.
so you get hit with that. So you get hit with 2 fists. There's a leg that comes at you that you just see it coming and dodge out of the way. Oh God, something stinks, guys. Like badly, like really bad.
Again, man.
I think I gotta move rooms. But this is in your favor, Nigel. So you know,
Okay.
failed that one. So he just
Jeez.
lost his fucking footing here. I only rolled a 15 on it though, so not a whole lot happens. He he just misses you completely on that one. He doesn't hit anyone else.
All right.
So that is gonna be his turn. Nigel,
Uh-oh.
do a strength save for me again.
All right. I did pretty well on those. Let's all right.
Go for it.
Strength.
Nigel's gained strength through
19.
osmosis.
Okay.
Being close to August
As he
even.
hits you and everything and gains his footing again, you just see another boom kind of come out from his body, and but you again heard the explosion.
He's
there
the one that has
coming again,
colitis.
and you there are bubbles that come up through like
From the
through
robe.
like you see him like coming bubbling up through the robe and like come up through his hood. And he gains his footing. You hear the boom again, but you just like are able to hold yourself there. So and then it is, hey, guess what, Nigel?
What's up?
It's your turn now.
Is it?
It is.
All right. Let me just see.
I'm going in full order now.
I got you. Hey. I got you.
What? Huh? Yeah.
I forgot I had Hellish Rebuke. Shit.
That's a shame.
It really is. Okay, so I'm just looking at my stuff here. So where's he at? He's
directly in front of you. So he came to
he's-
punch the shit out of you.
Okay, so he just came up to me and I'm not by anybody, correct?
You are not. The Tritons
Okay.
around you kind of got blown back. Auron and Karzus got pushed back by his farting, apparently, now that we've spoken about colitis.
It's canonical now.
Hey, I'm gonna try and talk to him.
IBD. You're gonna try to talk to him? Go for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna talk to him.
maybe we know what the
Talking,
dragon
my
below
favorite.
is now.
Yeah.
It's the lower intestine.
Hey, buddy, real quick. Hey, listen, buddy. Before I murder you, do you maybe want to not do this? Because generally when people hit me and try and hurt me, they generally die, not by my hand. Not all the times. I've got an ogre friend. I've got a real horny for like violence goblin back there. Like shit's gonna go real bad on you if this keeps going.
You hear quietly, half orc, not ogre.
Yeah, my bad.
You say, do you really want to do this?
Yeah. Can I try
Essentially, to
persuade?
sum it up.
Yeah.
He just says, "You're a fool."
Okay, fuck you. And then I just immediately, like, as fool comes out of his mouth, I just pop him with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Go
Were
for
you
it.
trying to like T'Challa versus Thanos him, Nigel?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, you could be a better person.
You don't have to kill half the universe. That's a stupid way to do this.
Does a 18 hit?
No.
Oh, shit. Does a...
He like twirls
19
around and
hit?
sidesteps out of it. 19 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Tight. I got a 1.
Cool. Yeah, you throw one and he like twirls out of the way, and you throw your other one like right into his stomach and just give him a boom. And
Okay.
he does not seem affected.
Okay, cool. I'm going to disengage and head on over to let me head over to Karzus. Yeah, Karzus.
Unless it is Karzus, and then I'll feel bad for mispronouncing it the whole time.
I think it's Karzus.
Karzus.
That sounds
Okay.
good.
Wonderful. All right. So
child.
and Karzus, just so you know, this is Nigel's go-to. He runs up, he hits, and then he hides
gonna be
behind
a
whatever
father.
is the the biggest thing near him.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that is then Nigel. We will then go to, oh goodness, guess what? It's Karzus. So Karzus, you pick yourself up off the ground as you're kind of like thrown back, and you look up to see Nigel darting behind you, and this purple robed figure about 20 feet in front.
Oh yeah, I immediately, as soon as I get into earshot, fucking kill him. It's like, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt again.
Go for it.
Alrighty. Oh, I got a 20 on my roll. So that's a 26.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Strangely enough, it does not hit. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So roll.
Smells like crit.
It does smell like crit.
That smell like a crit.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
Double them
And-
dice.
I got a 7. Oh, I lost my dice. What was it?
Well, that one
and a
doesn't count.
9.
Then. It's
It's
into
a-
the abyss. That's a 0.
Okay. Well, if you want to, then I'll only have a 7.
No,
So,
it's fine.
16.
So a 7 and a 9.
Yeah.
16. All right. 32. Roll a 100.
Roll a 100.
Roll a 100.
All right, I got a 76.
Ooh,
Ooh,
nice and high.
that's a
I like
good one.
that.
That's very
Like
high.
that.
High numbers are fun.
Fingers
Numbers
crossed
are
for
fun.
inappropriate arousal.
Yeah. That
Nigel
wasn't
gets
that like one
3
of the
boners.
first ones? Yeah.
Yeah, that we've only hit that one once when we were fighting like the giants on Mount
Oh
Nimbus.
no! Oh no!
So it was
Not the
a
giants.
giant with a who got
Yep.
a huge
All right.
Gigantic erection.
Pain erection.
Karzus, roll an additional D8.
D8.
Okay.
Should have had a D8.
I got a 5.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. So Steven, you recall a 78 on a crit. This it says disfigured. So
Oh yeah, that was
yes,
fun.
absolutely. It's where you got.
Aw.
So yeah, you Karzis, I will say it hits him because the face is always the funnest for this. Your
Mhm.
witch bolt connects directly with this thing's face in the mask, and it breaks the mask apart. But a lot of the shards in the mask just looks like they're embedded into
In
the side
instead
of
of
his
out.
face.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I can see it. I
Yeah.
literally can see it in my head.
Yeah, that's exactly when he said disfigurement. I was like, I hope that mask goes into his face.
Yeah, and
Uh,
what's and Witch Bolt, of course, it stays there. So as long
Correct.
as I'm standing there, so he just has lightning in his face.
Correct.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
For a
which
Yeah,
while.
Witchbolt is
which bolt
dope
keeps
as hell.
going? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct, Amuna. No, witch bolt is great. Okay, and Aaron is up next. Okay, what does Aaron want to do? Aaron,
Orin, do you have guiding bolt? Hit him.
he can't hear you. He is going to. Yeah, this is 100% what Aaron would do. He stands up and he kind of clutches his medallion, and then holds a hand out towards this guy. And he casts a spell. And basically just shouts out and says, "Face me!" He tries to cast Compelled Duel.
Command. Oh, compelled duel.
So it's only going to be towards any attacks are going to be toward Orin. Need to make a wisdom save. The guy looks at him directly in the eye as his hand is up, and he says, "Face me!" And he almost looks like he scoffs or laughs a little bit.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, he made his save. So
That would've been cool
Compelled
because
Duels.
That's a sweet spell because if he would have failed it, he would have had to, and then any attacks he has against anybody else besides Orin, he has disadvantage.
Correct, Amundo. Okay.
I don't have that prepared, but it's one of those that I always go, My wisdom's
Okay.
so low though.
That is the end of the first round. So everyone, so that's going on, and Aaron holds up, "Face me," and the guy just kind of laughs at him. And you guys feel a rumbling again. So everyone, go ahead and make another dex save for me.
Dex or strength?
Dex.
Dexy, Dexy, da-da-da-da.
What does that give
Let's
me?
see, Nigel. Nat 20, awesome. Nigel and
19.
Arzis, you guys get a +3
Oh,
from Aaron's aura protection.
it makes me have a whopping
get-
5.
Ooh.
Heyo.
Well, that didn't work.
Karzis eats shit again and falls down on the ocean floor. Aaron is able to steady himself. Nigel, you steady yourself, and you kind of try to hold Karzis a bit so she doesn't fall and knock her head or anything. Callista, yeah, you feel the rumbling again. You ready yourself, and you're up. You're fine. Steven and Og, what were yours?
I was
Oh,
trying
we
to
gotta
find it
do
on
it
roll
too.
20, but it didn't. I'll just roll physical dice. Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Og, what was yours?
That's
I got
Like
a
a
3,
peasant.
so not great.
Oh,
5.
5. All right, Og and Steven, you guys, fall and eat shit.
You said it was a deck save, right? Not a strength.
It was a
save?
deck save.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
no, it was a deck save on this one. I'm gonna say you guys are gonna take a little bit of damage, 8 damage, as you guys fall to the ocean bottom and fall on some rocks and some rather
Og
sharp
skinned his knee.
coral. And
How much
take
should
a
we
little
take?
bit-
Sorry, I missed
8.
that. What? 8. All right.
8 damage as you fall down. It's since this is kind of the epicenter of this shit going down, it's a lot stronger, and there's a lot of other things going on, and bodies and discarded
That makes
weapons
sense.
and shit. So you go down and bang, and you hit a little bit more. So Steven and Og, make note that you guys are prone here. So
Yay.
let's gotta
That's
make
real
it,
impressive being prone underwater.
Floating.
isn't it?
Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
So, planking.
alrighty,
Yeah.
Callista, you're gonna be first. Are you gonna try to get closer to this guy before doing your business?
How close am I?
Well, that depends. Are you gonna try to dash to get as close as you possibly can, or are you just gonna try to make your way and keep firing shit off?
make my way and keep firing shit off.
Okay, so if you were 90 feet, what's your speed? Like 40?
30.
Well, you get extra from Steven, right?
That's
Was it
right.
Steve?
So
An
that's
extra 10?
40.
All right, so you make another 20 feet. So you're 70 feet away from this guy. Yeah, you can fire off more spells if you want to.
70 feet. All right. We're going to go with Oh, fuck it. Go for gold, right? Melf's Minute Meteors. 8 fucking meteors magically appear under the ocean. And as a bonus action, I will throw 2 of them. I mean, if they're rocks, they're rocks. If they're fiery rocks, cool, even better. He has to make a dex saving throw times 2.
Times 2. Hiya! Well, that's in your favor. That's a 2 and a 1.
Oh shit.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
5 damage plus 8 damage.
5 damage plus 8. Is this designated as fire damage? Or is it bludgeon?
Yes, it's fire damage.
It is fire damage. So 8 damage. Okay.
5 and 8. Yep.
5 and 8. I'm sorry. So 13 total. Okay, cool. Callista, you do see as these are rocketing towards him, they do make purchase, they do connect, but they are not as effective as they are on land. So they do hit him, but he's just not as, I mean, you're completely on the bottom of the ocean, so fire is not going to have the
it's
same
gonna be
effect.
everybody. I think everyone has resistance underwater.
Yeah. All right, Steven. next turn.
He's got an empty hand and a shield in his hand, and he says, "Fuck these weapons." After he sees that, he's kind of like in shock, like he just caught a lightning bolt and threw it to the ground. So he's gonna say a little prayer to Helm, and he's gonna cast at 2nd level. He's gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Go for it.
And that is 19 to hit.
That is just going to do it. He has a 19 AC.
Thank you for +3. Oh, I could have done more than that. I could have had that D4. Now, can I add that D4 to damage or just saves?
No, just the
attacks?
saves and attacks. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. That will be 5d6 of radiant damage. You know what? I'm just gonna click this. I don't know where it shows up though. Okay, I hear it weep at me, but I don't know where it shows up.
Oh, is that on roll 20?
Maybe.
Wow.
No, it's on.
It's 2d6. That's not what I want. All right, I'm just gonna roll it here. Well, I don't like doing that.
It's on. Well, whichever one, because I see the number on roll 20. But if you want to do your dice, whichever one.
Oh,
you wanna do.
it showed up on roll 20. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it showed up on D&D Beyond.
I see on roll 20, Guiding Bolt, Stephen Nightborn, 1st level.
Yep,
I
location,
see
cast at
14.
2nd level.
Oh, I see it.
14,
I see it.
I got
see
it. Now I
13.
got it.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. All right. I
Yep,
mean,
there we go.
use whichever one you want.
I
it's
heard the
completely fine.
noise and I'm like, where is it showing up? Is it D&D Beyond or is it roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I found it.
Okay.
Yep. So 14 radiant damage.
Cool. And he's lit up for a turn. Right?
Yeah, he is lit up. So anybody who for the neck until my next turn. Yeah, until anything that before the end of my next turn has advantage against him.
Okay. Cool. All righty. Well, this is.
But I'm gonna move up. I should have said that before. But I'm gonna move up so that I'm within like 10 feet, 5 or 10 feet of Callista.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Yeah. I imagine you guys are, since you're moving the same amount.
I'm trying to
unless
try to keep
someone
pace with
dashes
her.
to try
Yeah.
to get the hell up there. Yeah. Okay, cool. What the fuck? Why is that there? I hate this sometimes. Okay, so yeah, this guy is still up. He's just slightly glowing a little bit. Let's say, well, fuck it. Let's give all these Tritons around him a turn. They're up now. They're gonna be doing things.
And they all
Let's
get advantage.
do-
Don't forget that.
Why not?
God, I had a
That
character
was
in
an
a
8 and a 7. Well, goodness gracious. Well, I guess one's gonna hit him.
I had a character die under a hail of musket fire once in a friend's campaign. Just a bunch of mooks, like 20 or 30 like pirates on a ship. just
Oh,
all shot at him at the roughly the same time, and just like destroyed my like level 5 character.
That would have sucked. No, I'd have been so mad. Like, oh,
All right.
was
So all
blown to
these,
pieces.
you guys see all these Tritons run up. Excuse me, run up to him, and they start like swinging and everything. You can't tell what's going on, but you see and hear the shockwave again, just the boo, and they all get tossed back, tossed
fuck,
back
you
from
got
him.
Nothing.
You see him. He's lit up a little bit. He's got a broken fucking mask in his face with pieces embedded, and he just does not look happy, looks a little hurt. And but after the shockwave and they all get thrown back, he rips off the other half of his mask and throws it down to the ground. You do see just a humanoid figure, whether it be elf or human, you're not 100% sure. He looks very pale, and then he throws his robe off as well, and he is very much in good shape. Just fucking ripped from him punching the shit out of Nigel. You guys seeing that as things are going on with him catching the lightning bolt out of the air, things going on, you can probably guess that he is a monk. And he just
Steven knew that right away. He had
yeah.
a great encounter with a monk.
Randy. So he he throws all that stuff off and just kind of takes there's a medallion around his neck, and he takes it off in one hand and just kind of like holds it in his hand and smashes it with his fist. And when that happens, there's just a swirl of dark energy that comes around him, starts to kind of emanate from him. The light from your guiding bolt, Stephen, just dissipates quickly, and he is instead engulfed in this very dark energy. And he seems very quickly to look a whole lot better. He looks rejuvenated and he looks much more dangerous. Cool. And he is going to look over towards Nigel and towards Karzas, who just, hey, Karzas drilled him with a friggin' witch bolt into the face.
Oh, word.
So he's none too happy with you for talking to him that way. And her and him, I'm sorry, and him, Karzas, for drilling him with that. So he moves towards you guys incredibly quickly, and he is going to come right next to you guys. And as he does that, Karzas and Nigel, do a little perception check for me really quick. See if you see something in particular.
16.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Cool. This will be fun. So Nigel, as he comes up to you, there is kind of like, as he like kind of throws his body back, like he's getting ready to attack, you kind of see a weird kind of glimmer coming from around his shoulders. And it looks like you blink for a second, kind of shake your head, because you're like, no, that can't be true. It looks like he has 2 more arms.
Yeah, I know what
For a second,
fucking,
they're kind of like shimmered around.
Damn you, Nathan.
So, hey, damn it! Listen, you wanted to go. So, Nigel, he's gonna go for you first. That is that's a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a low roll, so that's 7 damage.
Okay, cool. The second that the first one of those punches hits me,
okay,
like green flames just kind of erupt from Nigel's eyes.
Sure.
And I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Go for it.
All right, so spell slot. All right, and I guess I just need. How does this work? We point your finger, creature that's damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish fire. Okay, you need to make a dex saving throw.
I wish I would. That is a 23.
Okay, cool. You just take half of 7. Okay, you take half of 17.
Okay. Boo, 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 17. So that's halved is what, 8. Ah, no. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, the flames erupt around him and they like linger on him for a second. He just blows the shit out and hits you again for another 26. So that's going to hit. This one is going to be hot damn. I rolled the same numbers twice on both dice, so that's another 7 damage. I rolled 2 17s on the
shit.
attack and 2 2s on the damage.
Okay, so
and
that's
then-
I like to think
14.
he's just lightly slapping Nigel back and forth, like not putting any effort into it.
You
Yeah,
can't
and
get a
then-
good like hit because it's underwater.
Yeah, and then there's one more coming at you, Nigel. I shit you not, that's another 17, so that's another 26. Let's see if I roll another 2. That is not. That is high. So that's going to be 10 damage towards you. So you just get pummeled, and it's not just his fists. You feel like a darkness behind him, just like a searing energy, almost kind of well, let's say necrotic.
Say
that-
necrotic.
Let's
It's kind
say
of that
necrotic
kind of-
energy.
know.
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
So as this is going on, Karzis, you see things coming at you as well. That is 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is, ooh, fuck. That's 15 damage on that first one.
Jesus.
This one is, ooh, the second one is only an 11, so I don't think that's quite
God
going to make it.
damn.
And one more 16 is going to do it again. And then this one is 10 damage on you.
Good God.
So wait, there was 16 damage and then 11 damage?
No, 11.
Or-
No,
lot
you got 15 damage and then so 25 total.
Okay. All right.
As he's just standing over you guys and just laying down, and there are these 2 additional kind of glimmering arms that are coming out from his shoulders that are pummeling you guys as well. That is his attacks, and I am going to need you guys to do a strength save again. There's another shockwave coming at you.
All of us?
No.
What is
It's just gonna be Auron. Oh, it is Dex. I'm sorry, you're correct. Oh, wait.
Oh,
No.
thank you.
The shockwave
strength
from
or
this
Dex?
guy is the shockwave from this guy is strength. The tremors you guys are feeling is Dex.
Oh, okay.
And you get a +3 from Auron gets a fucking 20, so he is standing tall.
Your boy Nigel got an 8.
So everyone's still doing a
Got an
strength.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Karzis, what did you get? You get a +3 for your towards your save as well.
Oh, okay, that's good because I got a nat 1.
Oh God.
So that means I
Well, that's
have
not
a
going to help
2.
you. I'm sorry. Okay. Nigel and Karzis, you guys aren't taking damage from this. You just get tossed back 20 feet.
Great.
And
Super
Auron
excited.
is standing right in front of you guys. So that is that guy's turn. Nigel, as you're thrown back, what do you want to do, sir?
How far back am I thrown?
20 feet.
Oh, so now I am 20 feet away from this son of a bitch.
Yes.
Is there anybody else by? So we're both. Wait, is Orange still over there with him?
Auron is still up next to him. Yes.
Okay, cool. So I am going to use my
Flank
short
him.
bow, and then one of my good arrows. So yeah, I'm gonna use my short bow.
Sneak attack with your short bow.
Okay. The
Yeah.
bow has disadvantage on the attack.
That's fine. So
Okay.
we do that bitch twice. So I got a dirty 20
With
and a
disadvantage?
21.
You got a
Yeah,
dirty 20
I got a
with
dirty
disadvantage?
20
Okay. That's
and
fine.
a 21.
I
yeah.
love it.
Okay, cool. So then that's a sneak attack. So let me just figure out how many. Okay, I always forget. So it's 4d6. An additional 5.
You do regular arrow damage and then your sneak attack damage.
Yeah,
when
yeah. And I'm
Yes.
using good arrow.
When does
Yes.
Og
Alright.
finally get to attack?
When he gets close enough.
Okay.
Okay. So 7, 10. I did 19 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just pop him with my good arrow, and then I'm like, Orin, grab that arrow that asshole's skull. And then I'm just going to then use the rest of my movement to get over to where I'm sorry, I am so bad with names. Carvas is it what? Ah, God dang it, that's not
Karzus
it. I could
is
say
so Karzus got thrown with you, so you're right next to each other.
okay, cool. So I guess I'm gonna use then if we're right next to each other, we're 20 feet away. I'm gonna use my. Can I use my bonus action to heal? To drink a potion?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. All right then.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. I had to roll a couple things for this gentleman. You said what was the damage on the arrow? 19?
19.
All right.
19.
You shoot an arrow at him.
Wait.
And what?
Oh, excuse me. 24.
24.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. All right. Well, same thing's gonna happen here. You shoot the arrow at him, and it's going straight towards him, and it like kind of stops midair as one of the kind of spectral hands snatches it.
What the
before it hits
fuck?
him. Monks, baby.
Bullshit.
We'll try to get through this last round here, and then we'll go ahead and call it quits. Og, you are up next. You're seeing all this stuff going on. Your
Yay.
friends keep getting like thrown closer to you guys
Mhm.
from this shockwave. So you're about I'll say, I mean, you're gonna keep with the group with Callista and Steven, I assume. So you guys are 70 feet away at this point.
Oh, we're still that far away.
You're pretty, yeah, you guys are trudging through because you don't get your main speed because you're underwater and you're not used to it. Nigel and Karzus are about 50 feet from you guys.
Oh, well, for that far away, I can't do melee anyways, so it doesn't really. I guess he'll take another pot shot with the crossbow.
Go for it.
God. It's a crit fail.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Okay.
The first
Okay.
time I've crit failed in a while.
Okay.
Oh,
Roll a.
no.
All right.
Yeah, roll
Bam, bam.
percentage.
Bam, bam. No, well, percentage, but also roll a. Do.
Oh shit.
How many people are there? Okay. No. So that way there's Aaron. Well, Aaron's right there. I'll tell you what, roll a d6 for me.
Hey Nathan,
Okay. Roll the 6.
Okay. What was that, Les?
isn't Karzus like right after me?
Karzus is no. Karzus is
Okay.
after Og.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Correct. So
All right.
Og, yeah, roll your 100.
Okay, yeah, it was a 19, so not too bad.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. You just completely like nothing horribly is going to happen. It was going to potentially happen to you. But you just raise it up, and as soon as you get ready to pull the trigger, something hits you from behind, and you just shoot it straight into the ground.
Okay, yeah. Crossbow isn't
and you
really
think you
Og's
hear,
strong point.
and you
anyways.
think you hear something snickering at you
Practically.
because you ate said Valley. Karzus, you need to roll some concentration saves since you got hit 3 times to see if your witch bolt is still going. So roll a d20 once. 10, it was it 10 or above your concentration stays? Is it the same as saving throws? I think so. I'm gonna triple check. So roll a d20 3 times since you got hit. No, you got hit twice. You got hit twice.
Twice.
So roll it
Yeah.
twice. Yes, correct.
Two
Okay.
of 3.
So my first one was a 12
Pass.
and then a 14.
Oh.
Okay, I just triple checking.
Concentrate.
I'm pretty sure it's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's fine, but I just want to triple check. Components, material, concentration.
I'm actually curious now because I don't really know for sure. I think it's 10.
Whenever you take damage while you're concentrating, you must make a constitution. A Constitution saving throw. Oh. The DC equals, oh, this is different. The
Oh, shit.
DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. All right, so if you took a 25, so
25.
that would have been 12. So you pass it anyways, just with your rolls.
Alright,
Okay.
cool. Sweet, barely 12.
Nice.
You-
Yeah.
Right?
you
Yes.
never
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Winning.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
I
yes,
thought
yes,
I
yes.
had just lost it. Like I was just
No.
like, well, there goes my witch bolt. But nice.
yeah, well, my
No, yeah, so
glitter-
it's still, so
my
yeah, you
sparkle
can use,
disappeared.
yeah, so with Witch Bolt, is it your action to just redo the damage, or is it a bonus action? You still get to do something else? I don't
Well, I
quite
think
recall.
that-
Actions then.
Yeah, I think it's your action because you have to keep the concentration.
You have
Like
to
you can't be like
concentrate, yeah.
doing other stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you casted a higher spell, so you get to re-roll that damage at that higher level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Kick his ass.
Oh, I only got a
Ours
4.
ass.
Oh, I only did 7. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I got really bad rolls.
It's okay.
Okay, cool.
You're forgiven this time.
All right, is there anything else
Don't
that
do it
you're
again.
wanting to do, Cars? Is this with a bonus action, or trying to get the hell away, or
I'm gonna
Slamming a
move away
potion,
from
I'm-
him as much as I can.
yeah,
Like
you can
to-
go your full. Are you going towards your friends that are coming towards you? You
Yeah,
can
let
almost
me.
close the distance if you're going to them.
We're 50 feet from you,
Yeah,
behind you, basically.
so I'm gonna move back towards them 30 feet, which I'm pretty sure is my full movement, but that's the length of my spell too. So
Correct, Amundo. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm making a little diagram here. Okay, Aaron is right here. Nigel is 20 feet from them, and then let's see, Karzus is now, let's see, 30 feet from Nigel, and everyone else. I'm gonna have to make a map now. Jeez, you guys.
There are.
And these are, you get, everyone else is 20 feet away. Okay, cool. All right. Aaron is the last man. Oh, Aaron should have taken a opportunity attack against this fuckface. Oh, I'll retroactively do that, and you're welcome that I did, because that's a funny. So when this purple robe fuckface ran away, Aaron should have gotten a opportunity attack, and I did not do that. So I just did, and Aaron got a 20. So he's going to do this, and then he's going to do whatever the hell he wants here in a second. So Aaron is just swinging his
Pole.
pole, yeah, essentially, which I think is what is a quarterstaff? Essentially quarters. Well, fuck it. I'll just use what's on here. Aaron, where are you? There you are.
Quarter staff is 1d8 plus 4.
Yes. Okay, cool. So the 8, that's all right. I rolled a 5, so that's going to be
1d6 or 1d8 if both hands.
13. All right.
He has the shield, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so he'd be d6.
13. He is gonna add some more oomph behind this, because that's more fun. He's gonna go ahead and throw a smite on top of this.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
And what are Aaron's spell slots? He has first,
Why
second.
is it so hot downstairs?
All right, he's gonna use a second level smite. Dude, because his friends are getting drilled and he doesn't like it at all. So he's going to cause some radiant damage. These are 3d8. I get to double them because it's a crit.
Come on, max damage.
That's pretty
Max
good.
damage.
So that's, well, 2 good, 1 not so good. So 2 6s and a 2.
Okay.
So that's 14. So that's 28 damage. On this guy,
Nice.
which is not bad.
Not bad
That's
at
the stuff.
all.
That's the stuff.
And now here comes the crit.
Come on, 100.
Retroactively kill him.
Give me 100.
Yeah.
Come on. Turn your fucking camera on and show us a goddamn 100.
You fucking coward.
He's
I
quiet.
walked away from the fan for this.
What you call me? You want to see what I rolled?
Yeah.
Ah, the bottles are coming too.
Oh no, I'm losing. No, I need to see.
Oh, it's green. I can't. Is that a 0?
That's a 0 on
This is
that
your-
one.
What's I can't see the other one though.
Enhance.
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 Like zoom. Enhance.
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 Ah, he did. It's a fucking 100.
It's a fucking 100.
Oh, shit.
That is a 100.
Oh my god.
Yes,
So
Orin retroactively killed him somehow.
Yes, Orin.
So Aaron. So he
He did the fist
And-
of
and I
death
love this-
where it took him like 5 minutes to realize he was actually dead. So that's how he kept attacking.
Oh, like that's
Exactly.
the fist of the North Star shit.
so yeah, so he
You
uses
don't know,
his,
but you're
his
already
pole, trident not even attached, it's hanging on his hip, and he just lights that sucker up, and it just hits him ever so like
1,000 years
perfectly.
of pain?
I'm gonna say in the temple. And you see the radiant energy come from his pole, and just concentrate at the tip where it connects with this dude's head.
Which no
And
longer has
it
a mask protecting it.
And everything, you guys see that everything just, yeah,
Just one of the
exactly.
shards. straight
Everything
in.
just kind of stops in that place, like time stands still for a second, and you see the energy at the temple just kind of like slowly kind of permeate into his face and light everything up and just completely go through his whole body. Everything that he was doing, his extra shadowy arms just kind of go away. The aura and the energy that was around him goes away, and his whole body just lights up in this bright light sent down from Rao through Aaron, his disciple,
His favorite
and,
son.
and his favorite son.
Yeah.
And it just completely lights up, and what you think would have been an explosion, because the light just like goes really quickly centered, but there's no big boom. You just see that this monk is no longer there.
Yeah.
And I think
Way
that's
to
the,
go,
and
Orin.
I think that's the
bitch.
place to end it tonight.
Yeah, that's a pretty good place to end it, bud.
That's fucking
You want to-
perfect. Oh, that makes me
do you
so
want
happy.
Unprovided
to
emotional
know-
support.
You want to know how many more hit points this guy had that Aaron
Yes.
just
Oh, yes,
obliterated
Probably at
with
least
that 100?
60 to 70, I would guess.
More.
Oh, 100?
More.
100?
200?
200?
Not that much. No, I'm not that much of an asshole.
What?
He had, so you guys did a lot of damage to this guy from the beginning, and then he
Yeah, but he
did his
healed
little,
again.
he healed
Mhm.
again, yeah, and beefed up more so, and added some more damage and stuff. But he had 131 hit points left that Aaron just obliterated
Yikes. Attaboy,
with that
Orin.
100. Bean, just so you know, that's the second 100 in our campaign here.
One
the
crit
other
me
one
and almost
was
killed
on-
me, and then he killed himself.
Was the first one like the first or second session?
The first
Session.
one was on
First session.
Nigel
Yeah.
in the cave.
No, that's the second.
was-
That's the second. Because we did
Yeah, the
one
first
in the
one-
Oh,
dungeon.
the half
that
dragon got the
Steven
100.
did one. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy like impaled himself on his own
Yeah,
sword.
he
That's
came
right.
and he-
half
he
dragon
cri-
got the
I-
100.
I got the crit and I got my scar, and then he ran after and he impaled himself as he was running. That was the
Yeah.
first session.
All right.
In the
Yeah,
cave.
yeah, the second
Third
one was
100 then.
Nigel.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
awesome.
Yeah, and then the other
All
one
right.
was me.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the fold. What a way to end that one. I got that was like what, 4 crits? 4 crits
Well,
this time.
and then you
around?
count the
five or
three-
6 if we if we do
the
the
3-1
failing on.
saves.
Exactly.
The 3-1 saves that's
3 1s and 2 2s.
Mhm.
Well, that was one purple robe destroyed.
Yes.
We'll see if
Yes.
there are any retributions or ramifications next time.
Sucks for
And,
them.
I just like
what you
the idea
guys
that
wanna
everything
do?
just gets really nice and pretty in the grove and everything's nice now.
There's a
Well, there-
flower where he wants.
I'm guessing
to.
there's
Yeah.
2 more of those guys down there if there was 3 of
Yeah.
these groups.
Could be. Never know. Guess we'll see next time on.
We will find out.
Yes, we'll find
out next
Thanks
time.
thanks for playing, Bean. Thanks for listening. Whoever the 2 people are that stumble across this accidentally and wonder what the fuck's going on. And yeah, we'll do more into the grotto battle with map additionally. Next week.
Yeah.
Work
Yeah.
for me, yay! All right, thanks.